Hey guys, what's going on? This is Joshua here with Forerunner Insurance. We've been having a lot of traction here on this Why Truckers Fail. So we're gonna run a part 3 on this. But I wanna ask some of my staff, so I'm gonna go in and surprise them while they're working here to see if I can get their opinion on, each one of them kind of works in different areas in the agency. So I'm gonna run in here real quick and see if I can't catch them off guard and just get an answer off a cuff off why they feel like most of our trucking clients fail or why it doesn't work out in the industry for them. So come on, let's go. All right, first up's Blair. Let's go talk to her. Hey, Blair. Hey, so I got a quick question for you. So this is part 3 of our video that we're running. What we've been talking about is, why our truckers fail in the industry. So if you just had a quick, and by the way, Blair does all of the back end work, all the billing endorsements. She processes all that stuff. So if you work with our agency, you're more than likely going to be talking to her at some point or another. But I'll let her get her take real quick on why she thinks truckers fail.
Financial planning, they overexert themselves too early into a policy where they keep trying to add more trucks without realizing their payments are going to double and triple of what they're normally paying, or they just don't plan for that first truck, their payments. We give you guys the payment schedule at the beginning of the policy, so maybe throw some money into a separate bank account every single week planning for that monthly payment. Because once you guys go into that pending cancel, some policies have $500 late fees, and that's going to even put you further back.
So basically, she jumped into stuff we talked about in the second video on the, thanks Blair, say bye.
Bye.
Basically what she did, she jumped into some of the stuff we talked about on that second video on financial planning, making sure that you're paying your bills on time. When you get in the business, you can't expect to be paying what these guys, the guys that's been doing this for 10 years with 10 active years of insurance, the new guys can't expect to get in here and pay the best possible rate on the market. That just doesn't happen. Every time that you guys have a pending cancel that hits your account, let's say you have 10 of them in a year, all the underwriters can see that. That makes them all nervous. What it tells them, they're questioning your ability to run your business. Now, look, man, I know it's tough, to pay bills, especially when you have a lot of them running a business. I own the agency. I have a lot of bills, but something I really try to make sure that everything's paid on time. So again, when it comes to trucking, that's a lot of what your rating's based on. One of the big underwriting questions we get all the time is, well, hey, why did he have 10 pending cancels? So I think if we start to correct that as a whole, that's going to start changing your guys' pricing in the industry, and it's going to take that excuse away from the underwriters, so they're not asking us, hey, why did they have pending cancels? So next, we're gonna slip into Danny's office here. He's one of the first guys I ever hired here in the agency. One of my top sales reps, really awesome guy, and I'm gonna see if I can't catch him off guard and get his opinion on it too. So. Hey guys, this is Danny Berra.
Hello, how you doing, guys?
Hey, awesome, man. Hey, so Danny, if you had to guess, what would you say is the reason that a lot of our clients fail? He's been doing this a while with me as well, so that's why I feel comfortable asking him this question. What do you think? Like the clients that you've had over the past 3 years, right? Yeah. What would you say is the biggest reason that they fail or go out of business?
Well, they tried it on their first year. They try to go out of state, which the rates are extremely high for the first year.
Now, is that for new ventures, or kind of go in a little more depth on that?
Yes, it's considered new ventures. New ventures that want to go out of state, their rates are going to always hit rough around anywhere between $20,000 to $35,000.
Yep.
With their first year, I recommend personally to be in state for their first year, because they could have substantial great prices anywhere between 10 to 15. And then, within the years of having a continuous coverage and years on their DOT, it's just going to help out their prices. And if they try to go right out the bat, going out of state, that sounds great for more money, but you're going to be paying more money with your insurance. And that's why I think they fail, honestly.
So that's actually a really good point that he brought up. So what he's saying is that, a lot of these new guys that jump into the industry right off the bat, they jump into a federal filings policy. And this is the other thing, is that it takes time to build up your brokers. You're not going to get the top loads right off the bat from, you just started out brand new. Why are they going to give you the loads compared to someone that's been doing it for 10 years with some expensive merchandise? I mean, it's just logical. Think about it. They're not going to do it. So what he's suggesting is your first year, start off in state. The rates are much cheaper, much more affordable. Yeah, you may not make as much, but you can get your brokers established, and then break out and go over state lines. A little less discouraging here. So let me see if I can't walk in here, and I'm going to catch David. I'm going to catch David off guard real quick. Hold on. Okay, so David, if you had to guess, what would you say is your biggest difficulty with working with new venture truckers? Kind of talk to me why you think that they fail. What's, as one of my top sales reps, what do you feel like is what do you have a hard time with working with new customers?
Well, the biggest challenge is pricing, of course. The industry itself is rated very high at this point, but the main cause is driving history. It's important to maintain a very good driving history. It's important to, if you're hiring, if you have a crew of people starting off, it's important to hire experienced drivers, 2 years or more. That's going to help out with your rates.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, and would you agree with Danny with the in-state first?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In-state first to help build out your payment history, your insurance history. Keep that clean. So the whole point of staying in state for the first year is to maintain a clean record. Good inspections, so that if you do decide to go interstate, that all those factors will impact your rates in a positive way.
Good deal. So basically the gist, thanks David.
Thank you.
Basically the gist of what we're trying to get to here is we want to help you guys, okay? We don't like canceling your policies, okay? If we cancel your policies, guess what happened? Here's a guy that just cleaned my truck. Say, hey, what's up, buddy? You're on the
Hey, how you
video.
doing?
Awesome. If you're in Altamont Springs, great guy to clean your truck here. Check it out. All right. Does a fantastic job. One of the things we're just trying to say here, guys, is that we want to save you. We want to help save your business, okay? We don't want to discourage you from getting into the industry and getting federal filings, okay? But the thing is that they're expensive, especially if you're brand new, just getting started out. I mean, it's rough for your first 3 years. What I would suggest, stay in state for your first year. Get the experience, get the brokers set up, get a factoring company. That's another big thing a lot of guys fail to do. If you don't have a factoring company, guess what? You're waiting 30 to 45 days to get paid on those invoices. Yeah, factoring costs you a little bit of money, but you get your invoices paid in 24 hours. That's nice. You don't have to worry about cash flow issues, okay? So, again, we had a lot of traction on these, why truckers are failing part 1 and part 2. Now you guys kind of got a take from the agency as a whole, kind of on what's going on in the industry with our clients. And guys, look, I'm in the trenches with you on this. I work in this industry every single day. Okay, so and I don't like what I'm seeing across the board with the rates either. All right, but we do have solutions that help you. That help you guys put some money back in your pocket with the rates. So first suggestion would be, if you can stay in state, do it for your first year. Rates are much cheaper. Option 2, if you have to go outside of state lines, and if you can do a non-rated carrier, rates are much cheaper that way as well. We suggest that. Option 3 is that if you are going to go with a federal filings policy with an A+ rated carrier, make sure your payment history is good. Because what ends up happening is that when you go on that second year renewal, you're not giving us much leverage, to help you out with your rates. If you have horrible inspection history, you have an accident, you're not paying your bills on time, it just doesn't help us help you, okay? So if this is an industry that you guys want to be in, you know, please follow those simple directions and call us if you have any questions. You can visit my website, www.forerunnerinsurance.com. Or you can call the office, 407-558-1680. Thank you guys. I look forward to working with you, and good luck in your industry.